What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new video for you because Britney Spears went to court last week for her conservatorship, and honestly it is so sketchy and the results are very questionable. So get ready to pay close attention, grab a snack, and wash it down with some hot tea. Honestly, this is not tea at all. I've been worried about Britney Spears for a long time, and if you guys have not seen my recent videos, go check them out because there's so much to the story that no other video on YouTube has all the receipts like I do. And that's not even me trying to flex, I'm just trying to say I've been in this story very deep. I am following it to a T. So if you guys want to stay informed and know what's really going on because the media is lying to you, then watch those videos. If you watched my most recent video, you would have seen that Britney Spears went back to court on July 22nd, 2020 after it was rescheduled from January 30th, 2020. This hearing was an opportunity for the judge to review Britney's conservatorship and see whether it is necessary or not. I personally don't think it's necessary at all because they are claiming she has dementia and she's been under this conservatorship for 12 years. So it's about time that she gets her freedom back. One of the reasons why I find this court hearing really sketchy is because Britney Spears wasn't able to join the hearing through video chat. Supposedly she was having technical issues and was not able to appear at her hearing.
Hey guys, we have a few protesters standing outside the courtroom. Court is still in session. It's been in session for an hour and 40 minutes. Jamie and Lynn were able to connect, and Britney tried to connect, but had technical difficulties.
I personally don't think she had any technical issues. Like, it's 2020, like, she is a millionaire. She can easily get her equipment set up, and it feels like those people taking care of her don't really want her to appear in court. And even though Britney did not appear in court, her father Jamie still got what he wanted. In March of this year, when the whole #FreeBritney situation was blowing up again, Jamie actually requested that the court made the whole conservatorship and the whole case itself private from the public so that no one can go and look at those legal documents and see what's really going on with Britney. In this legal document, you can see Britney's father, Jamie's request was fulfilled by the court during this hearing. So even though Britney couldn't appear and, give her case, even though she can't even speak because her attorney is appointed for her, her father is allowed to go and make this whole case private from the public because he is sketchy, bruh. Like, again, how did Britney have technical difficulties and the blast and all of these media sites are reporting on it? Like, wow, I think she could easily FaceTime in and tell them what's really up. Well, maybe she will have that opportunity because her court case was pushed until August 18th, which again, I'm like, why do we keep just pushing this back? Like, can we please deal with this head on? But I think it's exactly what Jamie and all those people running Britney's lives wanted because they wanted to make the court case private before Britney had the opportunity to speak to the judge so that anything she says will not go on the legal record. So to me, this is mass manipulation right in front of our eyes. And I understand why Jamie maybe want to make the case private because, it is getting a lot of media attention, but I think he is just trying to cover up with Lou Taylor and Jody Montgomery so that they can continue to take Britney's money. The saddest part of this all is that I don't think Britney has any chance of ever having any say in her conservatorship. Like, she is appointed a horrible attorney named Samuel, who I will talk about in a minute, but she tried appointing her own lawyer attorney in the past. His name was Adam, and he was actually in the courtroom at one point, but was kicked out by the judge because he was not court appointed because Britney has dementia and she is not able to appoint a lawyer because she can't appoint a lawyer under a condition like dementia. You literally cannot process it, but Britney clearly does not have dementia. Before I talk about the villains in this story and some of Britney's posts online, which there are some new posts, and we need to talk about Carole Baskin because what is going on there, I do want to mention that I think the media is playing along with this whole story and trying to hide the whole Free Britney movement. It was trending all over the internet and there were tons of articles about #FreeBritney, and now it just seems like the media is kind of flipping a switch and trying to make it seem like there is no problem here. One of the biggest news organizations out there, USA Today News, actually featured my video in their article, which #shout out, like, hey girl, but they were actually going against me, saying that I'm crazy and that I am wrong. They want to do anything in their power to discredit people like me because obviously I'm not a big news organization, but I am a human who has a brain and I can take parts of these stories and put it together and show you guys what's really going on, and that's what the media doesn't want to happen. Like, even me getting my videos uploaded, like, I can't talk too much about this, but like YouTube tries to stop me. Like, it's literally a fight. So I am going to try to get this video up as soon as I can. Like, for reference, what's today's date? Like, it's probably going to take 5 days for YouTube to approve this. But again, if nothing is going on in the hashtag Free Britney movement, why is US Today coming for me? Like, why are they trying to discredit me? Because they want to try to stop you guys from believing in the hashtag Free Britney movement because they want to protect the industry. Now let's briefly talk about the people who are running Britney's life and those people who are benefiting from the conservatorship. There are a lot of people at play here, but there are 3 people I want to focus on. And first is Jodi Montgomery. She actually does conservatorships as a living, and she has her own firm where she will take your money from you because you are under some type of condition or illness, or maybe you aren't at all, but she's just very manipulative and good at what she does so she can get the money out of you. There's literally a story on Twitter about how this lady, Jodi, made this woman, Teresa, sign this paperwork and give up her life to Jodi so that Jodi can take her money. And at the time, Teresa didn't have her glasses on, didn't really know what she was signing, just signed it. And at that point, Teresa realized, oh my gosh, Jodi is going to take over my life. She tried running away to multiple states, ending the conservatorship. But at the end of it all, Jodi still won over. She literally beat the courts and was able to take over this woman's life, even though she was completely capable of running her finances and everything else. This woman, Jodi, is trying to play herself out as a saint because she is stepping into situations and helping people who cannot run their own lives. But in this situation and several other of her past conservatorships, she has acted up and has taken millions and millions of dollars away from these people. I mean, she was only hired because Britney's dad was being investigated, and obviously the courts wouldn't like it if Britney is being, protected by someone who is being investigated. So he hired Jodi as a career conservator, and now she is doing her job by keeping Britney locked in this conservatorship. Earlier I mentioned Britney's attorney, Samuel, and I'll mention this every time because he is horrible. He should not be her attorney, and she should be able to choose. She should be able to have Adam, that attorney I mentioned earlier, come and represent her in court if she would like so. This man, Sam, has made over $2 million on Britney, and there are conspiracies that he actually hired to have someone because they were trying to continue the hashtag Free Britney movement, and to me, that is wild because, he's literally doing anything in his power to protect the system. And by the system, I mean Jodi, Lou Taylor, the judge, Brenda Penny. There are people involved in this scheme, and we need to call them out by their names so that we can start bringing some light to the situation. Another one of these trolls who are dictating Britney's lives are Lou Taylor, and I do not like Lou Taylor. She's the one I really, really don't like, and she is Britney Spears' business manager. She's actually the one who coerced Jamie into getting into a conservatorship for Britney because she wanted absolute control over Britney's life. There are claims that Lou was following Britney for a long time, following, stalking, I can't say too many words online, but she was following Britney's every single move along with her husband so that they can get involved in the business and honestly take it over, because right now Lou is the one running this game. She's actually sued someone who has tried to root for the hashtag Free Britney movement, which is already why are you trying to stop them? It's not like they are trying to ruin Britney's reputation. They are literally trying to save her, but you are trying to stop them. She also has purchased multiple website domains involving conservatorships online, and that makes me question, wow, was she seeing this coming? Because I think she knows that we are hip to the situation. They've leaked too much information. We are aware that Britney is not okay. At this point, they should have just completely went silent years ago and just stopped posting on Britney's accounts and everything, and people probably would be questionable but not concerned. But now we are really concerned. We are on Britney's side. We are watching this story like hawks, and if I need to turn into a Karen, you guys know my name is Sloan, you can find me on Instagram at SL04N, but if I need to become a Karen, I will square up and be that Karen for Britney, and I will continue to use my platform to spread this news and this information because you guys should know who these people are in the conservatorship. We need to put the names, the faces out there so that we can call out the villains in this situation. Speaking of villains, I don't mean that, but you guys know that Britney has a younger sister named Jamie Lynn, and recently she posted some things on Instagram about mental health. It involved Britney, but it wasn't per se about Britney. It was just about like mental health in general. I honestly think that was her way of saying that she is with her father, Jamie Spears, and also with Lou Taylor and Jody and all of them, because she does follow Lou Taylor online, and I read that they are like best friends. Like someone said literal best friends, and to me I was like, wait, what? Like this business manager and Jamie, I don't actually think they're best friends, but the fact that they follow each other and stuff like that, and like I saw those rumors online, makes me question like, wow, maybe like Lou is involving Jamie Lynn in some way. Like, is Jamie Lynn on our side in this situation? There are so many questions, and not great ones. Like I don't see clear support coming from Jamie as a sister should be. It's also really confusing that the father's name is Jamie and the daughter's name is Jamie, but you know what? Jamie Lynn hasn't done enough for me yet. You guys may or may not be hip, but Britney does have an older brother named Brian Spears. And when I hear that, I'm like, Brian Spears, like who are you? But he is her older brother, and he actually recently did an interview about Britney's situation, which is crazy to me. Like he's speaking out on it, but it's kind of giving me Jamie Lynn vibes. Like he answered none of the questions. He gave us no tea. He literally is trying to shut up the situation. Like I watched the video and I was like, okay guys, like are we gonna get some answers, or is it gonna be bland every time? Like who gave him a script before he did this? Because it sounds like everything he is saying is not genuine. I'm not gonna play the video for you because I don't know if I can play the video because some guy owns it, but I'm gonna play a little snippet of the commercial for the podcast on this interview. And I just have to say, I don't like when people are trying to hype up the whole hashtag Free Britney. Like, please do not use Britney's situation as a way for you to hype up your podcast and create a really fancy dancy commercial. Like, I just feel like making a commercial and making this video just makes the situation seem way less serious. Like this is actually serious. Let's not add like this rocker music and all these like animations. Like I don't know, it doesn't feel real to me. It doesn't feel authentic to me. It just feels like like this is gonna be a great episode on TV, and after this episode's done, or for this podcast, and after the episode's done, we're just gonna forget about it. So maybe that's just my opinion, but you guys can listen to the podcast and watch the little clip right now and give me your opinion in the comments below.
There's a movement called the Free Britney movement. Are you familiar with that? You've seen it?
What do we want? Free Britney! What do we want?
It's got hundreds of thousands of people, maybe millions.
Fans are very concerned about Britney's future and the conservatorship.
Does it end? Which I believe that's what your sister wants, right? Is for the conservatorship to end? That's what this is about?
There's so much false press out there. Anybody would want to get out of the situation who wouldn't, just to see that kind of like interest, fans and people, and in society today, like to care that much about her and everyone in this family. We truly appreciate it.
Have you ever seen anything that led you to be concerned that your sister was being held against her will? Do your mom, Jamie Lynn, did they have an opinion?
Is Britney in control right now of her social media account?
Who's your favorite sister?
It's Britney.
Like again, why is it so rock and roll? Like this is not a hype situation right here. Now let's talk about Britney's boyfriend, Sam. They have been together for, I think it was 6 years, 4 years. They've been together for a minute. He's obviously really high and just like everything. I don't know. I just think he's like so attractive. But I also think he might be manipulative and might be like using Britney for clout. I don't know. I think she loves him, but I think he's almost like hired. And I'm not trying to like straight up say that. I'm just bringing up a theory, a conspiracy, and a alleged, because I do think Sam could be a good guy in this situation, but I also think he can easily be a bad one. But the reason I'm bringing him up is because supposedly Britney told the court that she wanted to have a baby with Sam. And I think Britney is allowed to have a baby. I think Britney should have children. I think Britney is an amazing mother. When she was younger, I was literally just watching, you guys think I'm not obsessed with Britney Spears, I'm obsessed. Right now I'm watching 3 Days in Mexico, her documentary where she does like all these performances on these stages, and I'm just like watching her talk about how she would love to be a music teacher or a like dance teacher for children, and I just think that she deserves to have children and to be this person she wanted to be. Like, it's literally so sad to watch because she's like, in 10 years from now it's gonna be so funny to like look at me and Jamie Lynn and like see where we are in life, like maybe I'll be a teacher, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, aw, like Britney, like how would we have known that she's going to be locked up? But I actually really recommend going and watching this documentary because you can see throughout the documentary Britney like is asking multiple times to have breaks. She's like, can I have a break for 2 weeks? Can I have a vacation? She also like has weird interactions with the media where they like ask her to stand up and she's like, why? And she stands up and they're like, oh no, turn around. And they just try to objectify her so much that it makes my heart break to think that Britney was put in such a horrible situation for like a decade. The media following her around and tearing her apart did nothing for her mental health, and honestly put her into this place where she is now. And I don't think that she needs to be in conservatorship. I think that she just needs some freedom and some love. But yeah, off topic, I just wanted to say that Britney did tell the court that she wanted to have a baby with Sam, something that her father supposedly doesn't support, and something she cannot do without court permission. Like, I don't think you can, like, the court can stop you from having a kid, but I guess they could. Like, they can stop Britney from doing anything, and that's why this conservatorship is so messed up. Now let's talk about two recent videos that have been trending online. One is Carole Baskin, which I'm gonna end the video with that, but the second one is a clip from Britney's recent video where she has a yellow backdrop and she is answering some of your guys' questions, which is really weird because she has posted several videos now where she's answering your guys' questions, but the questions she is answering aren't the questions we're asking. Like, we're asking, are you okay? Like, all these other things, and she's answering like, oh, what's your favorite Disney movie? And I'm like, I'll take it, but also, like, that's not what we're asking you. Well, someone did ask her what her favorite Disney princess movie is, and she said it's Frozen. And then after that, someone asked her, like, what time do you go to bed? And she said between 11:30 to 12. And you guys would normally think, 11:30 and 12 o'clock. Well, in the movie Frozen, at 11:30, 12, literally the timestamp, is the point where she talks about how she is locked up and that she needs to be let go. Oh, guys, I'm literally almost choked myself out. I don't know if I can play the clip. I'm going to try to play the clip. We're going to see if YouTube's going to get me in trouble for it because it does have Frozen, and Disney is literally scary. Like, Disney is like, you already know. But it's kind of weird that she's referencing Frozen and then right after that saying 11:30, 12, and then you go to Frozen and Elsa is literally begging to be let go out of her conservatorship. Not her conservatorship, you know, out of being trapped, which is what Britney is asking us to help her with. She's just doing it through messages.
So the first big question that you guys have been asking me is what's my favorite Disney movie? My favorite Disney movie is probably Frozen, just because I really like the fact that the two sisters, their relationship, and then one goes off and lives in a castle just because she can't deal anymore. What time do I go to sleep? I go to sleep between 11:30 and 12.
So I just went to the time 11:30, 12. 11:30. I'm gonna play a little bit right before that part in Frozen. I'm blown away right now. Oh my god.
Don't you see? I can't. You have to tell them to let me go.
I will do what I can.
Are you serious? The let me go line is literally at 11:30, 12. This is Britney.
Finally, I want to end this video with a little message from Carole Baskin, which is so random to me, and honestly, she was not my type, but after I saw that she's #ForFreeBritney, I was like, okay, I might be a fan of Carole Baskin, and I think her message is loud and clear, that Britney deserves freedom like a tiger or a lion would, and that she should be set free out of this conservatorship because she is more than capable of taking care of herself.
Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carole Baskin at Big Cat Rescue, and I just want to shout out to Britney Spears, who is being treated like a caged tiger at the moment in a legal conservatorship. It's not right, and I know something about conservatorships. Oh my gosh. Once those things are in place, it's just nothing but a free-for-all for all of the attorneys to just gobble up as much of the money as they can possibly get their greedy little grubby paws on. So free Britney. She should be in the wild, and she should really be wary of others, especially those closest to her. Stay cool, cats.
And honestly, Carole, I could not have said it better. So thank you so much for supporting the #FreeBritney movement. It means a lot to people like me who are fans of Britney, and while I have a little platform, I don't have a big one like Carole Baskin, and her telling you guys that #FreeBritney is important hopefully will like resonate with some people. And same with Tinashe and Demi Lovato. Like anyone who's going to stand for #FreeBritney, we are like welcoming you guys because we need the support and we need the press because the media is trying to hide this. Britney hasn't posted in a few days on Instagram, but she has posted a few random posts about like opening her third eye and just some like very like illustrated images. So I am keeping an eye on those. I don't really know if those are trying to send us messages or not, but if you guys can read through her Instagram and find something, please comment below, because I'm always looking for something new. I feel like that's her only way she can communicate with us, and it's very monitored, so we really need to look deep into what she's saying through the video and the messages, because she's obviously just not sitting here telling us her favorite color is red just for the fun of it. Like, it's just not realistic. And I think right now, with all the media going on, I think she knows that we're hip to it. Maybe she hears her dad talking on the phone about it. Maybe she heard her boyfriend talking about it. Like, I don't know who or what she knows about the #Free Britney movement, but as long as we keep it alive, we have a fighting chance of maybe getting her freedom one day. So I love you, Britney, so much, and I love you guys so much for checking out these videos and being supportive. You guys know I've been struggling a lot with my depression lately, and just like getting hate online, and just like, I don't know, dealing with life. And I don't like to get too personal in videos sometimes, but it's just been hard, and I think it's hard for everyone. When I talk like this, I feel like I can't even look in the camera, because it's just like, emotional. I feel sad. I'm just sad. I'm a sad boy. But if you want to be my friend, check me out on Instagram at SL04N. I always go back and DM people, and I love talking to you guys, because I'm literally just alone in this room, and I just feel like Britney's alone too, and maybe this whole movement will bring us all together. I don't know. I'm just hopefully thinking. I just want her to be free, and to see a tweet or an Instagram from her that doesn't feel super filtered. Something raw, something real. We haven't seen her out in public in months, so I'm just concerned, especially because she's literally my favorite singer. Like, I love her so much. I've had mood rings stuck in my head all day, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.